All right, looks like it's 11 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started. And if we have more people joining, I'll make sure to let them in. Hi, everybody. My name is Rick Meyer. I am a principal, an elementary principal in Sidney, Nebraska. So hope you all had a good lunch. I'm in mountain time, so lunchtime hasn't even started for me yet. So we're getting there close. But we've kind of crazy day here at my school. I'm actually at school today, so we have state testing that started today. So I've been kind of running all over the place. But shut the door. I put do not disturb on my phone, so we should be good to go for this next 50 minutes or so. So um, this is going to be kind of a little bit of an informal, kind of a show and tell of what I've created for our district and how we've used it. Since there's only a few of us in here, if you have any questions, feel free to interrupt and stop, and we can derail and run this however you'd like to. But I guess I want to start first by talking a little bit about the importance of SEL in schools, and kind of one of the reasons why we did this. So I had a counselor that came to my building that was currently incorporating a daily check-in for students. And she got some really good results from that. So when she pitched that idea to me, I thought, this is great. We should do this school-wide. Well, then we kind of ran into some problems of how do we do this? How do we scale this so we can see that data? Because, SEL is super important, but then that data is hard to sometimes collect. And so what we've done is kind of a daily check-in. So students come in every day. They'll fill out a Google form, and I'll show you kind of how that looks here in a second. And then we take that data and we do some great things with it. So prior to being a principal, I was a technology integration coordinator. And then before that, I was a kindergarten teacher. And I remember multiple times as a classroom teacher, you would have a student who seemed like they were being disrespectful, or seemed like they were being defiant. And then you come to find out something was going on with them. Something happened last night. Something happened in the morning. They didn't express it to me. They didn't communicate it with me. And then I felt terrible, because if I would have known that, I would have handled that situation so much differently. Transitioning into a principal role, I know it's the same thing. I'd have a student sent down to me. I would have the time to wait them out, to calm down. We'd process, we'd talk. And then pretty soon we'd find out, oh my gosh, their dog just died last night. They can't focus. Like, that's impossible. And so when I tell that teacher was like just kicking themselves and feeling terrible because something bad happened. So input this daily check-in, things have changed a little bit, because we're actually able for the kids to have a voice on how to express themselves. And we incorporate this from kindergarten all the way up through 6th grade daily, and we're working this into secondary now. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm also going to apologize because Google Sheets is not the best presentation tool. Like, it's not something that you're going to be able to see very well. Whoops, that's the wrong screen. Give me 1 second here. Wait, I think, no, we're right. Okay, so you guys see a spreadsheet with all sorts of really cool colors and whatnot. Okay, perfect, great. Okay, so this is what our data hub kind of looks like. And actually what you're seeing is this is real life data. This is data from our schools right now today. So I have names kind of squiggled out. So you're going to see a lot of squiggly lines. Just know that those are actual student names. So I'm trying to keep that confidential there. So, but what I want to do is I want to show you what our hub looks like, how we use it, what we use it for, and then kind of how I've created and built that. So all of our teachers are listed up here at the top. This is our school-wide information that's over here. So that you can see here, like today, for instance, we had 6 kids who checked in as worried. Well, guess what? We have state testing going on today, our first day, and 5 of those 6 kids are 3rd graders who are testing today. And so what are they worried about? They're worried about testing. So that's very important information for our teachers to know and understand. But you can kind of get an idea here of kind of where the majority of our kids are at. We had about 29 kids that reported that they were tired. And then you can see this compared to the day before. Then over here in this area where it's all color coded, you can get an average per month, so we can see trends. And this is big because, for instance, at the beginning of the year, we had about 42 kids reporting that they were tired every day. In December, we knocked that down to about 24. And so just kind of that, just being able to know, about 6 kids were reporting that they were worried. That was knocked down to about 2 in December. And that really wasn't doing anything other than just giving them the opportunity to share, and our teachers the opportunity to like connect with them about that. Hey, I saw you checked in as tired today. What time are you going to bed? You know, those sorts of things, those conversations that can happen from that. We've put this in place for 2 years now. We had some really big success stories last year with this. One thing that